Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be talking about Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl because on the Nintendo France Facebook page they've posted something very interesting about the Pokédex for the Generation 4 remakes. As well as that, we have a lot of new evidence to support the fact that Nintendo Online is going to be getting new Game Boy Color games and Game Boy games emulated onto the whole system. So, a lot of stuff to talk about today. If you're excited for the video though, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really does help out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content, ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, let's talk about the whole Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl Pokédex situation. So this article here on Nintendo Smash kind of goes into detail about the whole thing, but as well as that, we have a tweet from known insider Kelios going into a lot more detail about the whole situation really. And then we also have some images to support the fact that we're obviously going to be getting the Sinnoh National Dex and stuff. So yeah, a lot of stuff to go over for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, but let's take a look at this article. So it is titled, Nintendo France hints that there will only be Pokemon up to the 4th generation in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Now of course this is something that we were going to expect anyway. We've kind of given into the fact that we're not going to get a full National Dex again until maybe Generation 9, and if we don't get one in that, then we're probably never going to get one again. But of course, knowing that we're getting the Pokemon Home compatibility with Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Legends Arceus next year at the start of 2022, that kind of led a lot of people to believe that we were going to be able to send in Pokemon from Gen 5, Gen 6, Gen 7, and even Gen 8 into Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, but that does not seem to be the case. So anyway, the article writes, we bring an interesting message shared recently that relates to one of the most prominent titles in the catalogue on the hybrid console. On this occasion, we are talking about Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl. In this case, we've been able to see a message that Nintendo France seemed to have shared on its official Facebook account. In it, it mentions that this remake will only include Pokemon from up to the 4th generation. That would mean that Pokemon from later generations, being 5, 6, 7, and 8, would not be present in this release. For now, nothing else has been confirmed, and other Nintendo Europe accounts such as Nintendo America have not included that reference in the publication. We will have to stay tuned to see if this is finally the case or if there are Pokemon from later generations. In the meantime, here you have the publication. So this is what Nintendo France kind of posted on, I think this is Instagram, and they basically said that, yeah, you are only able to get Pokemon up to Generation 4. So it's very likely that we're getting the Sinnoh National Dex, and we'll go on to why later on in the video. But yeah, Generation 5, 6, 7, and 8 does not look like they're going to be making any introduction into the Generation 4 remake. So this was a tweet from Kelios who goes into more detail about it, and they say, I was sent a screen from a sponsored publication from Nintendo France. Obviously, provided they are not mistaken in the formulation, the remakes will offer just the first 4 generations of Pokemon. So we won't have Gen 5, Gen 6, Gen 7, and Gen 8, and of course this was the picture that we've just seen on the article. He then goes on to say, well, let's translate. I don't know why I didn't translate, but it says, well, it's translated into English from English there apparently, so nice one, Google Translate. But anyway, he says, so either they consider that we can play the adventure only with generations 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the post-adventure, so post-game, we can have the other generations via a Pokédex, National Dex, or we will have access only to the Pokemon of the first 4th generations even after the adventure. So basically what Kelios is saying here is that this kind of message on the France Nintendo Facebook page is saying that you can only do the original story with up to Generation 4 Pokemon, and then after that in the post game we'll be able to use Gen 5, 6, 7, and 8 from obviously Pokemon Home and stuff like that. Or it is just simply that you can only have up to Generation 4 throughout the whole game. So of course, in a perfect world, we would like the first option. You know, we would like to use every single Pokemon in this game, but that doesn't seem to be the case. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be up to the Generation 4 National Dex. And then he says, after that, it's not a surprise on the trailers we've not seen other generations and should not necessarily be expected with a remake. So yeah, of course, we haven't seen any Pokemon from Gen 5, 6, 7, or 8 in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl trailers, and that's because they're probably just not going to exist in the game. The only big question surrounding this, though, is Sylveon. Sylveon is a Generation 6 Pokemon. Will that be available in the Generation 4 remakes? Seeing that, I feel like it won't be. Obviously, we didn't get all the other evolutions in Let's Go, which of course was just the Kanto Pokemon, so we didn't see Umbreon, Espeon, Leafeon, Glaceon, Sylveon in that game. And because we're not getting the National Dex, I feel like we might not get Sylveon. Of course, Fairy type is present in this game, but is that enough to be able to get a Sylveon in this game? So obviously, Oraz was different because that had the National Dex, but yeah, with this new game, it's an interesting one. And then this person replies saying it makes a lot of sense though, doesn't it? That obviously we're only allowed up to the 4th generation. And Kelios replies saying yes and no. People expected to be able to import Pokemon from other generations in post-game, for example. And like I say earlier on in the video, that's obviously all to do with Pokemon Home compatibility coming out early 2022. A lot of people thought, well, once that comes out, we'd be able to trade them in. It'd be insane, obviously, to see every Pokemon in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Next up, we have this post on r/PokeLeaks by Philip Swiftofer. I hope I said that right. And this is basically just more evidence to support the fact that we are getting the whole Sinnoh National Dex at least. Which is pretty good. So basically every single Pokemon from Gen 1, 2, 3, and 4 will be in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So they posted saying, looks like you're going to unlock the National Dex in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl at some point. Notice how in the first photo, Bidoof has its regional dex number being 13, and in the second one, Bidoof has its national dex number of 399. And you can see that on your screen right now. So here we have Bidoof, the Pokedex page, and as you can clearly see at the top, it says number 13, Bidoof, and then on the next picture, it says Pokedex number 399. So that pretty much confirms that you do get the national dex in this game at some point. It's more likely, like I say, just to be the original Sinnoh National Dex. But hey, never say never. But that's all the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl stuff that I wanted to go over today. What do you guys think? Do you think we are going to be getting a full National Dex with every single Pokemon at some point in the Generation 4 remakes? Or do you think it is just simply up to the Sinnoh National Dex? So that's all the Pokemon stuff. So we're going to finish off today's video with this post by My Nintendo News, which is just going into detail about how we might be seeing Game Boy Color and Game Boy games heading to Switch Online. Now, I don't know if that necessarily means Pokemon games, probably not, but this is still something pretty cool that I wanted to cover in today's video. So their article reads, Eurogamer also claims that Game Boy Color and Game Boy games are heading to Switch Online soon. So they say Nintendo is apparently looking to expand its Nintendo Switch Online game collection by adding both Game Boy and Game Boy Color games to its paid online service. Currently, the only retro game platforms supported on Nintendo Switch Online are the Nintendo Entertainment System, which was released in 1983, and the Super Nintendo, which was released back in 1990. The site claims its sources have also told them other platforms are also on the cards, which seems fairly obvious. However, they wouldn't state what's beyond the Game Boy and Game Boy Color games on the Nintendo Switch Online service. It should be noted that Eurogame did make a big error in 2016 by saying that GameCube games are coming to the Switch. Still, Game Boy Color and the Game Boy do seem fairly likely. And then this is the actual tweet here. So Eurogamer tweeted out saying Game Boy and Game Boy Color titles headed to Nintendo Switch Online. And then Tom Phillips replied saying the reports of Game Boy coming to Nintendo Switch Online are accurate. Other platforms not yet leaked are also on the cards. So obviously there might be a potential Nintendo Direct happening like next week or the week after. That's something that a lot of people are talking about, and it's also something that I'm going to talk about in tomorrow's video. There's a lot of rumors flying around about a new Nintendo Direct, and that's just simply because we always have one in September. I think for like the last 9 years we've had a Direct in September, and that could be something they talk about in the Direct. They could be talking about how these Game Boy games and Game Boy Color games are going to be on Nintendo Switch Online service. So yeah, I don't know, I think it'd be pretty cool. There's a lot of really cool Game Boy games that I would love to play again on the Switch. Again, I'm not sure if it's kind of talking about Pokemon and stuff as well. I don't think it would be. I think it would be more or less all your old, just, you know, your main Nintendo ones, maybe like Mario and stuff like that. But I just don't think Pokemon would be something on the cards for this specific thing. But anyway, we'll have to wait and see. And again, with that Nintendo Direct that might be happening, we might also get some more Pokemon stuff in that as well. Again, like I said, I'll be talking about that in tomorrow's video, but we'll be streaming that whenever that is anyway. But that is going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please do consider hitting that like button down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It really does help out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on everything we covered in today's video. What are your thoughts on the whole Pokemon thing? Do you think this means that we're only going to get up to Gen 4, or do you think it could be more than Gen 4? Let me know. Subscribe if you're brand new. We do daily Pokemon content on this channel. That's everything from me though, guys. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, peace.